Everyone, my name's Addy, and today I've got set number 71824, Sora's Dragon Spinjitzu Spinner from the LEGO Ninjago theme. So this set retails for $14.99 on LEGO.com here in Australia and has 56 pieces. I do apologise for the different lighting today. This one's filmed with my blinds closed and more towards the night, so I'm not sure if it looks better or worse, but forgive me for that one. In the first Dragon's Rising wave, I believe we got a gimmick set for Lloyd, Kai, Nia, and this is the second wave, so this one's pretty cool because it has Sora in one, Kai in another one, of course, and Aaron and Raz in the third one, in the combined one. So yeah, I think this one's really cool. And yeah, I'm just excited to see everything inside. So I will see you in a second when it's all built up. So here it is, and I just have to say, I'm a pretty big fan of these spinners, if I'm being honest. It's got obviously the spinner, the launcher, the two minifigures, and technically an attachment of the Dragonian Warrior, but we'll get into that after. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say right now, so I'll give you a close look at the spinner. It's basically made up of two parts, the spinner and the launcher itself. So the spinner is made up of a white base color and the transparent pink attachments. So it's pretty much made up of this piece. It's like a large molded part that allows you to put minifig inside, and you can snap on these two energy effect pieces to customize it. So Sora has the white and the light pink, which I think match pretty well. You've also got the launcher, which has got Sora's typical colors with the dark blue, the coral color, gold, white, and a bit of black for Technic, which doesn't actually look too bad with her. And so yeah, it's got a pretty cool build and just this pin to kind of push it. So if you push that back, actually a better way to show would be this. So see at the bottom of the spinner how it has those Technic kind of pieces. I'm not too sure how to explain, but you basically just slide it in and you can just kind of spin it back basically, and you just push that down and push that back piece really hard, and it spins so well. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, it's been a while, and that was like a weak push. So yeah, it pretty much spins for a while. And I'm not too sure if anyone's realized this, but for me, they kind of remind me of the Beyblades. You just, I don't know, spin them, and then these, I'm not too sure if it's play feature because I haven't actually looked into much or action, really played much with these spinners, but I believe those these pieces can pop off, or they're just attached really loosely, so maybe they're not supposed to. But I don't know. I think it's more like a spinner battle than anything else, because legacy spinners were more kind of for fun. They don't Hey, my point is, these are such a cool gimmick for me because they remind me of the actual spinners meant to battle, the original ones with the weapons. You kind of try and fling the characters off because it has a loose foot attachment, or obviously Beyblades, because you kind of just see what one rips harder, and obviously, I don't know. I think these ones are pretty cool, and I don't know. I love them so much. I actually don't know why I like these so much. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So it's got some cool clips to attach Sora's accessories, the two gold katanas on the bottom. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that one. So in Sora's gimmick set, it obviously makes sense to have a Sora minifigure. So she's gotten her pretty much the same suit that she's had for the past couple of years. The only thing different for this set specifically is the removement of the accessories for the neck and the hood, and just instead have one of these new hood pieces for this wave. I think this one's pretty cool. I don't believe any of the ninja use them, or I might be wrong. But yeah, it's not the greatest because Sora's suit hasn't actually changed drastically apart from one or two things. So I know a couple people would prefer, and I think it would make sense, just as obviously her and Aaron are advertised as the main new characters of this reboot show, even though it follows the 6 original ninjas still. I think it just, I don't know, for how much they're in the advertisements, and obviously the new characters promoted in the show, it just makes more sense for them to be I don't know. And I know there's a couple like explanations inside, but anyway, I think yeah, I agree with others that she should definitely have some more love and have a different kind of suit or something, just to, I don't know, just give her something. And here is the second minifigure. So it is just one of those generic Dragonian Warriors. I'm really not sure if I'm pronouncing those names actually right, if I'm being honest. So I'm pretty much explained a couple of them before, but they've got a nice leg printing, torso printing, a new mold for shoulders, and attach their accessories sometimes. I also got a new mold for the actual, like the headpiece. Got some like horns, just using one of those two pieces that have existed for a while. Obviously a cool face print, and actually a even cooler one at the back, kind of representing like them shooting fire from their mouths if you like spin it around. I believe most of these ones have that, like that old weapon piece. I believe that was still like a piece back in like 2012 with the original sets. Anyway, I think they're pretty cool. So yeah, this is basically this minifigure, and technically I'm about to show you this next, but this set has like additional like inclusion, and so it includes one of their the little dragons that have been promoted to like obviously attach to the back of these minifigures. So if I can remove it, sorry I broke that, I'll fix it now. They can attach to the back, which I think are really cool. Yeah, I think they're just a cool generic villain, if I'm being honest. That's really it. This small like add-in to the set is actually just one of the back attachments of a Dragonian Warriors. Just a new mold and for wings, body, and those two like iconic clip pieces. It's also just really cool. Honestly, it's just an addition of 3 extra pieces, the 2 transparent parts, and that like brown kind of modified plate. I think it's so cool. Like honestly, just the addition of those 3 pieces adds so much extra play in the set. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, and if you want, you can always attach it back to the generic villain, and it makes him so much cooler as well. So yeah, I think this one's a pretty cool addition to the set. And that's everything really about the set. I think this one's pretty cool. Obviously, you've got the nice spinner, minifigures, accessories, and I mean, the stand's always a nice addition as well. And I love how on the launch you can always like add the accessories, because that's always another issue I had, but it's just a small detail that adds a lot. Yeah, I mean, I think it's obviously a price you'd pay now, so there's not really too much to say about that. I think the minifigure, it was kind of annoying to see just like the slight modification, but it is what it is. And also, I don't know, the villain's always cool. And I mean, if I'm being honest, they could have maybe added just like a couple like obstacles, but I see these villains more as like, yeah, the original ones where you're meant to battle, so not, let's say like, I don't know. So yeah, I think, no, they're pretty cool. Obviously you could always add a bit more in the set, but for what you have, it's pretty cool. And again, I'm a pretty big fan of these spinners because it reminds me of like the Beyblades, or like, I don't know, one of those things, or like the early spinners, just in the way like you slot the minifigure in. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So yeah, I think I'll see you guys obviously next Monday in my next video.